Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel that is AirTech. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. Let us begin with our today's video. So the topic of our today's video is very interesting because we are going to discuss on the topic not getting any interview calls, how to update and optimize your Naukri.com profile. We will discuss everything in detail, but before moving forward, I have a small request. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel because that will help us to make more such informative videos for all of you and share my experience of switching jobs to a good company with all of you guys. So let us move forward. Now, the number one thing that I want you all to do is profile completeness. Now, what exactly that is? Okay, so you should have the profile completed whenever you're logging in and creating a Naukri.com profile. Make sure that you have filled everything, and on the top side, it will show you that 100% profile is completed. Okay, this is essential part. Okay, now second thing is that headline. Okay, what does that mean? So you have to write a strong and a descriptive headline that will highlight what your experience is. For example, if you're a Java developer or you are having skill set in Spring Boot and microservices, so you can write a headline like Java developer, Spring Boot, microservices, and 3+ years of experience. Okay, if you're having experience with PostgreSQL, then you can write that also in the headline. Okay, the recruiter watches the headline and then they approach you. Okay, now the next important point that I want to tell you is that about the key skills. Okay, so you have to list and you have to entail all the relevant technical skills and the soft skills. Okay, for example, it can be generic like Java development, or it can be very specific like Spring Boot security, Spring Security 6, or maybe Spring Boot 3. Okay, so there can be other things also, right? Now on top of that, I want to highlight one important thing, that is the resume. Okay, resume is again very important. Why? Because the ATS friendly resumes gets captured quickly in using the softwares by the HRs. Okay, they are using some of the kind of softwares that is ATS. Okay, which is automatically scanning your resume and picking up all the keywords that are present inside your resume. Okay, so now one more important thing is that there are different sites that you can utilize. I will tell you about that also. There is one Novo Resume, there is like overleaf.com, but personally I feel that overleaf.com, that is the Jake's resume, is very good format to make your resume, because personally I have been using that and I have got very good results and good interview calls, and the ATS score is also very good. Okay, so I would say that you might avoid using the column type of resume. Prefer the Jake style resume. That is what my experience has been. It can vary accordingly also. Okay, now the next point is experience and projects. Now this is again very important. So if you want to know the path, okay, where you can add, basically if you go to your profile section, it is directly visible. Okay, but still if you want to know the path where you can add the skills, is you have to log in. Okay, basically, and then visit the dashboard and then the profiles section and then add key skills. Okay, now experience and projects. Okay, so you have to mention all the relevant projects. Okay, suppose you are applying for a role of backend engineer or only a pure front end engineer, then don't try to mix up other projects also, right? So like if you are working, if you are having an experience of like JavaScript, okay, and you have a little bit experience about Python, okay, you try to focus more on JavaScript, or rather I would say React.js or AngularJS or DevOps part, because that is your primary skill set and that is a primary job where you are looking for, right? So that is again a priority thing. Right now, you have to mention all the relevant projects with all the technologies, all the roles and the achievements that you have done. For example, you can add something like numeric things, basically like I have increased the performance of the project by 12% or 10%. Okay, or I have decreased the number of tickets that were issued, like something like that. If you're a support role person, right? So site reliability engineer, if you're that SRE, then you can tell them that the site did not crash, or this is the percentage that it was reduced to, this percentage grew under my work. So you can tell them that. Okay, and one more point, okay, that is your profile picture. So make sure you have a good decent profile picture. Definitely I would suggest that if you go on any AI app and if you enter like upload your photo, that they will automatically create a AI photo for you. Okay, your face will be there, but your outfit and everything will be a blazer or a formal shirt and everything, right? So this is again very important. Now comes again this important part about the resume I was talking, right? So this format here you can see on the right hand side is the Jake's resume. Okay, you can directly go to overleaf.com and you can log in, and then you can search for Jake's resume or Jake resume. Okay, so you will find that this format is there and you can start filling it. Okay, so it is a latex format. You can convert it to a PDF file and then you can share it with everyone. And don't forget to go on Google and search for ATS resume checker or ATS percentage calculator. So you will find that you will have to upload your latest resume over that website, and then you will find the ATS score. What is the ATS friendly score of that resume? Ideally it should be more than 60% or more than 70%, so that your resume should get shortlisted quickly. Okay, now again one important point is keyword optimization. Okay, so now keyword optimization, what is that? Okay, so you have to use your job specific or your role specific keywords in your profile. So make sure that something like DevOps is there, right? So if you're using softwares like Splunk, if you're using Kafka, or even if you're using like React hooks, so make sure these keywords are also added in your resume somewhere or the other. Either it can be in the headline, or it can be in the projects and achievement, it can be in your skill set also. So these things should be like there. Okay, so recruiters, what they do is basically they search using the keywords. Okay, and that is the reason you have to ensure that all the keywords are aligning with your roles that you're targeting. Okay, suppose you are again targeting like Java developer. Okay, so you have to include keywords like Java, Spring Boot, Hibernate, microservices, REST APIs, PostgreSQL or SQL, or other things like Spring Security, like Redis. Okay, caching. Okay, all these things you have to include basically, right? um, Now if I talk about the activate recruiters tools, again this is very important part. A lot of people don't know about it. Okay, especially on Naukri.com, what happens is that you have to highlight notice period. Now I will tell you the tips and tricks also in this video. I know that this video will be a little bit long, but definitely it will be worth a while. Okay, so please share this video with all of your friends who are looking for job, because we are going to share really important tips again. Okay, now the first important thing that I want you to do is highlight your notice period. Now a lot of people might also be having 90 days notice period. They might have not got any job offer yet, and they're still looking for interviews just for practice purpose, or they're really looking for a job change. Okay, and they're not getting any interview calls. Why? Because you're having 90 days of notice period, 3 months of notice period. If you're working at companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, Capgemini, or any company, any service based company, in Pune, in Bangalore, in Delhi, in Chennai, in Kolkata, or any region for that matter, right? So now what you can do is, see, I don't recommend doing this, but you can update your notice period to 30 days. Okay, now everyone knows that, even the recruiter knows that if you are working at that particular company, right? Same thing happened with me also, that one of the recruiters told me that you have mentioned 30 days notice period in your in your profile, in, like basically, but you are working at TCS or you are working at Infosys, so how is that possible? So I simply told them that, see, I've already put down my papers right now, and I will be getting an early release, right? So that is the reason my notice period is 30, because I was on bench. Definitely I was working in a like production project basically, but still I told them so that I can get an interview call with that good company, right? So this thing you can do. Now they might also ask you that you will have to provide a proof. Okay, so you can tell them that again the same thing, that I was on bench, or I was recently released from a project, which is project was over, so I was released from that, and that is the reason right now on bench, and my manager told me that he will definitely get me a release within 90 days, within 30 days of like time. Okay, so you can tell them that, and you can tell them that please schedule the interview, I will manage somehow the 90 days 30 days notice period basically. Okay, this point is clear. Now what other things that you can do is, there is an option that is recruiters can contact me. Okay, or direct messaging application, like direct messaging option, right? So you have to enable that. What will happen now is, I will give the path also, okay, in the recruiter section. So what you have to do is, you have to go to that particular path. You have to like in privacy settings, that is a recruiter section. You have to enable that. Okay, recruiters can contact me. This is again very important for you to get good like messages, or like invites from invites is again one more thing that is provided by Naukri.com, wherein you will be getting directly invites from the recruiters to apply for that position, or to fill the form, and then you can fill the form and everything, your experience and your salary expectations, and definitely you will get an interview call. Okay, so these are the things now. And now how to boost your visibility, right? A lot of people again have this same question, that how we can boost the visibility, and how can a lot of recruiters notice us. So for that, what you have to do is, every day, don't forget, okay, every day, don't, no Sundays, no leaves. Okay, every single day you go on naukri.com, you either try to update your resume with any of the keyword and then upload it, okay, and update the resume, or you can go to profile section in the bio or in the like basically your headline or anything, you add a dot or you add a keyword, new keyword, okay, and you remove that keyword in the evening. Okay, so try doing that. Adding a dot also in the project section will also work. Okay, so make sure that you are having a good activity on this particular Naukri application. Okay, so you add a dot or you remove the dot in the evening, and every day do it at the same time. Okay, definitely you might get good results out of this. Okay, now we have been providing a lot of tips to you. We also have a YouTube channel called Jobs Tracker. I will give the link in the description box. You can go and watch the interview preparation things that are available on that particular channel as well, right? We also have a Telegram group which you can join and you can ask your questions. You will get an instant reply. What happens on YouTube is that we it takes a lot of time to reply to comments and then create a video on that. So on Telegram you can get instant replies. Okay, so I hope that these points are clear. Now if you follow all of the steps which are mentioned over here, okay, then definitely it will be easier for you to get good interview calls. Okay, so that is the reason we are requesting you to do all these required steps, and definitely you will get a good success. Okay, thank you for watching this entire video, guys. I know that this video was very long. Thanks for cooperation. I hope that you find this video helpful and meaningful. If yes, then please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you, and don't forget to share it with all of your friends. Have a good day.